All right, this is my service learning project, Brant McCullough. I'm going to be talking about how I spent my 10 hours of service at Mercy Street. So this is my project. So a little bit of a background about what Mercy Street is and what they're about. They're a Christian nonprofit ministry in West and South Dallas that focuses on inner city youth through long-term mentoring, after-school programs, and then different camps. Specifically like sports camps as well. It began in West Dallas in the early 2000s with the vision to see students discipled over many years through one-on-one mentors, typically starting around the fourth grade, but continuing all the way through graduation. And part of their program is designed so that no matter where you are, it's designed for you to start and then get you all the way through graduation. That's kind of the hallmark goal, is to see students come from wherever they are to graduation, both in high school or middle school, especially high school, but also just in the programs that they have as well. So the few things that I am talking about first, with the textbook applications, my first one is the workforce diversity, coming from chapter 5, talking about the diversity of a work team. So this principle is all about bringing staff and volunteers together that have different backgrounds and things like culture, ethnicity, age, gender, socioeconomic backgrounds, different ways of thinking, like all sorts of different things. There's diversity in the workplace. And it's brought into an environment where all of those differences are respected, but then also used to better problem solve in the workforce. I really saw this because in Mercy Street, because they represent a pretty diverse segment of individuals in West Dallas, both in terms of the workforce, the people that have on staff, but also their volunteers. So for a manager, I think that one thing is that at Mercy Street, it's really important to know and be aware of the differences of those that are on their team, but also those that are being served as well, in order to effectively run a team to minister to those people. The next is goal setting theory. I think that I just saw that being applied a lot while I was visiting, is the goal setting theory. So coming from chapter 13, it suggests that people grow more and perform better when they're working towards this very specific goal, especially goals that are challenging but attainable. And when they have people along the way that are giving them feedback of how they can do things better, it makes them feel more committed to an overall mission. And I feel like that is something that was tangibly something I saw, where like there's very specific goals that they want to give students, that they want to give coaches, that they want to give parents even, about how to be involved in the process, moving from one step to the next. And so of development. And so I think that that's something that I just tangibly saw at Mercy Street, even just kids playing sports, of how do we help them the next step, getting better, and things like Bible lessons as well. That was really cool to see that. The next is transformational leadership, coming from chapter 14, kind of pairing also with Path Goal, but transformational leadership is all about casting a compelling vision and a strong model of character that inspires others to go beyond where they currently are, and to be the best version of that they can be, but also because of that contribute to the shared mission. And I think that I just saw that fully embodied by a lot of the coaches there, by the culture there especially, of wanting those that come in to be just totally empowered and the best version of themselves. And then lastly, my personal impact, very similar. I think that I just saw that leadership style, and it was impactful for me to witness that. I think that that's what I want to take away with my career, is actually, how do I want to be a leader, of those around me, is I want to see those people that are around me going after what is going to make them better, what is possible. And I think that I would just want to be somebody who says, okay, let's not limit ourselves at what's possible. Let's keep growing and keep going. I think the other thing about personal impact is that I just thought it was incredibly meaningful, getting to ref for some kids playing soccer. That's what I grew up doing, and I loved it. And so it just was really meaningful to me to be able to offer my background and also my passion in fostering this just simple thing that means a lot to these kids. So, and very specifically, Bishop, one of the coaches, I just got to witness his character of being a transformational leader and his compassion towards a very specific individual who is just having a difficult morning. So Yeah, overall, I just would say I think transformation is what I want to take away from all of this in the way that I lead and the way that I communicate. What I want to do, who I am, my team, the vision, the goal. And overall, I think that is something that I'm taking away from this project. So thank you so much.